Hey, you checking in. Today I am here to talk to you guys briefly about the greatness that is Resident Evil Umbrella Corps. Now, if you couldn't tell, I'm being incredibly sarcastic because this game, let's go into the history of the Resident Evil games before Resident Evil 6 came out. So, Resident Evil is originally known as a survival horror zombie-based game, and that's what people have praised it for. That's what people have always went to as their fallback game. End of story. So then Capcom was influenced by Call of Duty and the American wants out of games, and they made Resident Evil 6, which is a much more action-based game, but it's not really, a lot of people do not consider it a Resident Evil game. It has some of the best gameplay that the Resident Evil series has to offer, because 4, 5, and the other games, gameplay-wise, they feel a little dated, and if some games like that would come out today, they would not be as well received. They'll be like, why do I have to stop and shoot? Why do I have to do all this? So I think that people just acknowledge 6 as one of the worst Resident Evil, if not the worst Resident Evil games. And what did we get a couple years after 6? That isn't a remake, and that's a brand new game to the franchise. We get Resident Evil Umbrella Corps. Now, Umbrella Corps is this generic third-person shooter that it looks like they haven't given up the idea of... It looks like they haven't given up the idea of going after this Call of Duty mentality where they have a lot of explosions, fast combat. And on top of that, when you look at the gameplay that I saw on GameSpot at about 4 or 5 hours ago, because I really wanted to let this process in my mind before I came and made a commentary about it, is that, okay, when you're in the game, the animations, they look kind of bad. The animations did not look good. They're just zombies all over the place as decoration. The game modes look like they're Call of Duty inspired, but also a little bit objective based, and it's just like, okay, this is the way I see it. It could be a fun game as it is, but please do not call it Resident Evil. Fans of the Resident Evil series have said that Resident Evil 6 is a bad game because it's too much action and not enough slow pace to build up the story. Well, the story might not have been too bad. I really can't remember that game, but it's really kind of slow pace, let the horror build up, throw in some puzzles here and there, have some QTEs, quick time events, and stuff like that. That is what makes a good Resident Evil game. That's what people keep on making mods for Resident Evil 4 for. All these HD texture mods on PC, making the game look that much better because fans appreciate that game, and it's just really frustrating to see Capcom not give the fans what they want. I mean, fans have said, hey, Capcom, go back to your roots, because the game wasn't taken well in Japan, and it wasn't taken well in America. In America, people hated the game. In Japan, people hate the game. Overseas, around the world, the game is just, for people who play the OG games, they just do not call this a good game. And if Umbrella Corps comes out and just like this, it's just like, Capcom, what do you spend any time listening to what your fans want? We're pretty much telling you what to do so you can take our money, but you know, they're still in this crazy mentality that, hey, if we try our hardest to appease to the new younger generation of zombie survival horror games, now that zombie survival horror games are being really they're being done by everybody, and they're really saturated in the market. No, people know Resident Evil. They've been established. The Resident Evil franchise has been established since the 90s. It's usually always been the go-to. And when you just keep on assuring at people's trust for Resident Evil games, you're going to end up like Sega with the Sonic franchise, and people are going to say, hey, Sega, stop making Sonic games. They're all trash. After Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, well, I heard Sonic Generations was good. But, okay, let me stay on topic. But yeah, Resident Evil Umbrella Corps. I'm really frustrated by Capcom with this game. If they really wanted money, go back to what made you guys great. Go back, remake 4 again. If they made a remake for 4 on a different engine if they remade 4 with the engine of 6 and the game ran if the game ran that smooth, then that'd be awesome. But you know, this is what we get. So tell me what you guys think about Resident Evil Umbrella Corps. If you think Capcom should still keep pursuing this American explosives and this new generation of quote unquote survival horror fans, or they should go back to their roots of what made them popular. But that's all I got. I'm going to be streaming Resident Evil 4, so come check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv UG6Live. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, and if you guys have anything to say about this game, I am dying to hear it, because I just Capcom.